Well, I'm delighted this week to have been joined by two of the glamorous side of the club, if you like, the backs. I'm down by Dan Mugford and David Howells. Guys, welcome. David, look, it's inevitable we're going to talk about that 10 seconds at the end of last season. I've watched the clip on YouTube, and I have to say, all that was going through my mind was hamstring. And what was going through your mind, is particularly, leading up to that bit, we're in defence, it's all over, the season's finished.
Yeah, no, I had a bit of a niggle the week before I came off against Blackie for the little hamstring pull, so...
so really,
yeah,
I was just joking.
I hadn't run until the Friday night for a late fitness test, and Chewy was giving, I had 16 injections in my leg that week. So,
16 injections?
Yeah, just to try and get the pain out. But yeah, fortunately, got to the end of the trial and managed to get the ball down in time.
So the process was catch it, don't drop it, get there, presumably?
Yeah, it just sort of all happened pretty quickly, so fortunately I managed to, just about enough to get there.
You had the gas to get there. I mean, just an incredible, it shows you how the emotions of a game can switch in a few seconds. Particularly, I mean, one has to say one feels sorry in a way for Barking. They were home and hosed, and yet, there we go. Obviously we're not sorry for Barking at all, but, and it changed the whole picture for this season too. And Dan, I mean, you were playing for Cambridge in the same league. I think you had 1 victory, 1 defeat against Scottish last season.
Two defeats.
Two defeats,
yeah. I only played in one of the games, but
which one was
2
it?
defeats. The one up in Cambridge,
right, okay.
that we also got pumped in pretty much, but yeah.
How's you got a hat-trick in that game?
No.
But maybe your season for this season changed in that moment as well.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I was there watching the game, and I don't think I'd be at this club possibly now if it wasn't for that moment for Dave to get that intercept. So yeah, I was pretty thankful for that.
Now, of course, look, it's a team game. Together, everybody achieves more is the acronym, and it's not just down to one guy. Although I think you were second highest scorer, 1 try, big highest scorer last season. But it's a great team effort, isn't it?
Completely. There were, after the first 3 games, we were sort of no wins, 3 losses, and there were 27 games. I think we got 22 bonus points, and for a long time in the season, I think Lisa Clark was top try scorer, so it was completely the forwards really dug in for a lot of those games. You got the horrible trips down to the tough trips down to Redmond and
still in that league, yeah.
And everyone, I think we used near 40 players, so it was a real team effort last year.
You mentioned that, I mean, the forwards are the leading try scorers after the first few games. I mean, we all know forwards win games, but backs decide by how many. And it is tough up there for those forwards, isn't it? I mean, certainly at this level, these guys are coming up against them bigger, they're more physical, they're faster. It's not easy, is it?
Well, not at all. I think we go into a lot of detail in the week to try and to pick teams' weaknesses, and they're just so small at this level. It's really is a big step up. Teams are physically a lot bigger and a lot stronger. So for those boys up front, I hate to think what they must feel on a match day and the day afterwards.
Yeah, and you can do as much work as you want in the gym, but actually it's out there is where it really counts, isn't it?
I mean, we've got, not the...
You might have to speak up just so, because we might not be...
not necessarily got the heaviest pack, but certainly they make up for it. Great scrummaging side, efficient line out, very, very aggressive, so they win us fair share.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly, I think, punch above their weight, to use an old expression. And now, this is your 3rd season, I think I'm right in saying, and you were at London Irish before, and at Ealing. And Ealing are doing pretty well at the moment as well, aren't they? So you're sort of quite linked to success, I guess you might say. Well, what's it, you carried a bit of a broken toe, is it? Heel. How did that happen? Because actually everyone thought you had a bit of a calf strain against Leeds when you came off just after half time.
I just managed to sort of, I intercepted the ball and just got pulled down by a couple of 2 people landed on me and just went down pretty awkwardly. And I think there was a bit of an old fracture in there, but his touch was feeling fine and should be back running this week and back in up for selection soon. So yeah, just looking promising.
Now, Dan, Muggy, you must be one of the youngest in the squad, I guess, if not the youngest.
Yeah, I think I am.
The baby of the squad, is that fair to say? But I mean, it must be great to see guys like Leyland and Gozio and now Elliot Daly and Guy Armitage coming in, experience, and James Brown, of course. You can learn so much off
Oh, definitely. With Brownie there especially already, I sit down with him every week and I've learned a huge amount off him already. And as you say, with Gus and Alfie coming in, they also bring a new level of experience, international experience. And then you got Guy and Elliot, 2 young guys my age, but they've played a they've played England 20s and they've got that, that pedigree. So yeah, it's really great to have all those guys at the club, and I'm learning a lot from them.
And it says a lot about the ambition of the club as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's always, since I've been here, it's one of the reasons, and I'm sure it's the reason Muggy joined us, but it's always having, it's made it public that it wants to, reach back up to the higher end of the leagues, and since I've been here, it's done that. It's recruited more and more every year with a high class player, and Alfie coming in, he's a little general, and Alfie and Gus really added a bit of an impetus, and obviously Guy and Elliot both made a big impact at the weekend. Elliot all but scoring and Guy scoring, so it's brilliant to have guys like that on board.
And whilst we lost at home on their debut, Alfie and Gus, they both got in for a try as well. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start from those guys, because you almost became legends in their own right during that game. This Saturday we're at home to Isha, and a big game. Every game's a big game, and Isha and ourselves have found how difficult it is at this level to complete games, getting close, getting bonus points here and there. They haven't got a point yet, and they probably deserved some along the way. It's really tough, isn't it? You have to take your chances, and one mistake and you're punished.
Absolutely. I mean, other than the Bristol and Nottingham, Bristol and Bedford games, if you look, we've been losing getting losing bonus points within that 7-point margin. So it's completely, a lot of it's the last 10 minutes of games. It's that concentration. You can't let it slip at this level, because teams are so clinical, they will punish you. I think, whereas last year, we could fall asleep and afford to scrape it back in the games. So yeah, this level is so clinical, it's so important to be on for the full 80-85 minutes.
And what about the mental side of it? I mean, physically, you can be as fit as you like, but actually it's that having that mental edge as well. Particularly as a goalkeeper, let's say, you've got to have that clinical edge to your mind.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of it comes down to confidence as well. We've got to go out and be confident and believing that we can win. Believing that we're going to take the opportunities when they arise, and I think a couple of times maybe we've just switched off slightly, and that's been the factor. But we're really trying to, as I say, take that confidence into every game. We are building, but it's just narrow losses still.
Now, third season, your first season, some teammates there that you probably learned a lot about quickly, learned some about over the years. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions that you may or may not want to answer, but I'm sure our friends out there would like to know the answers to. Who, when you're going to a game, everyone nowadays has got the iPods on the MP3, MP4 players. Who's got the worst taste in music?
It's probably me. It's probably me.
What sort of music do you like listening to?
Bit of Westlife, McFly, Busted, that sort of thing.
I think you're probably right, actually. Yeah.
So that's probably me.
Okay, and how's who's got the worst dress sense out of us?
It's a pretty tough one.
There's a few contenders out there. Who's up there as contenders? Presumably front row players start off.
No, I think Stallions is quite controversial. But he's pretty solid in his dress. Josh Brown. Josh Brown's always controversial.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he likes to mix his bright colours with obviously his bright hair. So he gets a lot of colour clashes on the go.
Okay, and is there anyone on the team bus who studies the stats? Is it the statter, the boring member of the team, will know the answer to any question you might ask?
Not too many stats.
No, not too many stats.
No, we haven't really.
Lewis
a little bit, maybe Quaz a little bit. He likes to.
Lewis a very switched on little guy, and he's very focused.
Anyone as far as you're concerned hold a club record at all?
Yeah, definitely. Lewis.
This isn't set up by the way.
Lewis Calder's actually, it's been checked in the club history. He is the shortest captain in the club history.
The shortest. We're not talking about the shortest length of time here.
No, the shortest height-wise.
It's about 5'3", so I mean, he really struggled. He's really proud of that, and if everyone talks to him after the games about that, he'll be pleased to talk about it.
They like to talk to him at his level.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess who's the most boring in the team? Who do you not want to end up rooming with when you're going away on a game? I mean, you can present company accepted, obviously. Or who's the least tidy, perhaps? The one you don't want to end up with in a room when you're going to an away game?
Willie Lip's not great with his boring antics, and he's not the tidiest either. So
if you share with Willie, he spends a lot of time on Skyping his girlfriend. So I
think Willie's probably one of the worst.
2 o'clock to do a transatlantic Skype.
That can be a bit annoying. Okay, and who would you say is the most intelligent in the squad?
Definitely
Ben McDougal.
Ben McDougal,
This is where you heard it first, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the fastest?
Dave here, I think.
I think Stanley's is up there.
What about you boys? What about Gozio?
Yeah, Gus is
Well, scorer's tryout here, and he got caught by number 8, so need to see him a bit more first.
Now listen, boys. There's obviously one can see there's a great feeling of spirit, a great spirit in the squad. I mean, you've now set yourselves up really badly now with the rest of the squad. Unfortunately, it will be on the website for everyone to see. But there is a good spirit there, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's something that's helped us to come through. We've been losing games, we've been sticking together, and the real team ethos is there here. It's great to be a part of, and we're all working and striving together, which is really good.
Yeah, and how's it for you? I mean, you've seen it develop over the 3 seasons.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had a tight-knit group the last 2 seasons, and a few of those guys have had to retire now and getting on, but we've replaced that, and there's still a strong core of players that have been know the culture of the club, and then we've got you guys like Dan and Alfie and Gus coming in, and
they've slotted in pretty well.
Really seamlessly. It's a real tight-knit group, but it's a real sort of club ethos. So everyone gets in, and it's pretty helps me. The players are against the wall.
Yeah, brilliant.
Still got smiles on their faces.
Well, look, guys, I know you've just taken time out from your training session, and I appreciate you coming to talk. And thanks very much for doing that. And you guys are always accessible on a game day, aren't you?
Always,
You always want to talk to the fans. And the fans are great. I mean, I've noticed them. Countless interviews I've said. The noise is great. It must feel like that.
It really does. When you're out there, they talk about it, the 16th man, but it really is a factor. When the noise gets up, you get lifted, you get that shot in the arm, and it really does help. So we really do appreciate it.
Having both of us played against it, when you hear Ralph on the pipes, it really gets the Scottish boys up, and it really gets into the other teams. It's hard to come down here and play them, so they really help.
Brilliant. Well, look, you going to be fit for selection for Saturday, do you think? Or not sure yet?
Yeah,
hopefully. And if you're fit for selection, hopefully we'll see you at match day 22. If not, then come and join us in lunch or whatever, mix with the fans. But guys, thank you very much indeed. Thanks.
No problem.